essay. Oh, wait. There we go. Alexa, raise volume by 5. Let's back that up a little bit. There we go. Because I'm like right in your guys' face. Someone messing with my cam. Oh, getting interrogated. There we go. Much better. Much more subtle. Here we go. I'm just saying I've got 2 more still. Oh, I do. R8RBEAR! It's still close to Christmas. It's like the New Year and all. Aw. Let's go. Don't forget, stars contributed to the show are directly used to as contributions to charity. We also work with the Kind Fund, Kids in Need of Desks, Punks for Autism, and we're sponsoring 3 animals right now. Yeah, we take care of their feed and everything. It's pretty cool. An elephant, a tiger, and an owl. Although I gotta admit, I'm mad. They never gave me the pictures they told me they were gonna give me. So I'm kind of waiting for them to do that, and then they just never did it. So they keep sending me thank you for what you do, but they won't send me a picture of the animal. I thought that was messed up. I just want to show people what I'm doing. Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm still having mic issues since the other day when we were all talking and you were telling me, oh, we can't hear you. I was like, yeah, well, that's not my fault. It's this damn mic's fault, and it's like brand new and expensive and all that good stuff, and it still don't work right. All right. And remember to consider a subscription to R8RBEAR family page. It's just $5 a month. You can cancel anytime, but you won't want to, because we have a lot of fun with our supporters. If you look right down there next to the blue thumbs up, there's a green badge. You click on that and you're on your way to subscribe to R8RBEAR Live. For Asaltante Oso. And my music is like just hiccuping today. Alexa, hush. The R8RBEAR! That's all you get. R8RBEAR! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Tradish! R8RBEAR Live. First comment. Woo! MVP tonight goes to... You guys know I love it when a lady rolls into the sausage fest that is my medal round and takes one from the dudes, but it's rare when it's a gold. And tonight, Anna Diaz! Woo! Rincon! Anna, what's up, girl? Anna gets the salute. That is my longest supporter ever, my first supporter ever. She's been with me for quite a long time now, and we absolutely love her to pieces, and she loves us too. I know this because she told me. And any of you that ever get a chance to meet her at any one of our Raider games or functions in the parking lot or anything like that with Raider Nation, you want to meet her because she's awesome. Second place, my silver medal. Family in the house. Mark Alvarez, whose, team I keep on beating like a old mule. Just, yeah, get up that hill, mule. Yeah. He's a Sacramento Kings fan, so I have to give him and his son Jay the business, like every day. Third place, my bronze medal, my fashion extraordinaire. He's my, my clothing guy. Jesse Parker. What's up, JP? Welcome to the show. Always there for R8RBEAR, Anna Diaz, Rincon, Mark Alvarez, and Jesse Parker. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. I really appreciate you tuning in. David Pelkliver, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. DPC in the house. Cody Palmer, how you doing, Cody? Welcome to the show. Troy Gill, I see you there. Appreciate you, brother. As always, there for Raider Bear. Tony Carpenter Evans. That's boy. I've never heard a woman say, "Get in here and get this boy's balls to drop." But Tony did. She wanted me to give her son the business. Make sure that boy grow up and be a man. I said, Tony, clearly you're plenty. You're going to grow up. Jim Vanderland, Bear. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. James Walker in the house. Hi, Princetta. Mama Bear, James Walker and Princetta Walker are watching. I know, right? Kevin Woke. What's up, Kay? Welcome to the show. What can I do for you, Mama Bear?
I just wanted to come say hi before I go do what I got to do.
Aw, look at you being sweet and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, lover. I appreciate it. I'm still hat dancing with them. I had on my new bear hat and I took that one off, and then I had my Christmas lid Raider hat on, and now I'm going strictly with the slate gray and black.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, this is the one Big Chris got me.
I like that one.
Yeah, I love this hat. All right, so let's get to it. And Mama Bear, you get to it. Marcus. Okay. Marcus Atchison, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. George Prieto in the house. What's up, George? Let me see. Lucky's here. What's up, Lucky? Always here. Joey Rivera, I'm doing good, man. Just thinking about this Raider Nation. I love the way we ended the season, on a nice win. And I love that Mark Davis, I had said it in a post the other day. I said, we can blame Mark Davis for why we weren't winning. We can blame Mark Davis for not having the right coach. But what we can't blame him is for firing him. He got rid of McDaniels. And I think we should give him some credit for that, guys. I was talking to a couple of Raider fans earlier this afternoon about it. And I just basically said, we can feel the way we do about Mark Davis, but when he does right, we should see that. You know what I mean? When he does wrong, we could say, hey, man, fire this guy. He's a bum. Raider Nation can tell this guy's a bum. Once we tell him that, we expect him to listen. Now, he didn't at first. But then over time, as he came back to us, he heard Raider Nation and understood that there were enough pros and people who know the game that were telling Mark Davis already that, Josh McDaniels ain't the guy. And, at least he got it. I'm just sort of doing a year in review, you know what I mean? And just saying, basically, I thought that was cool that at least he figured that out. What's up, Tommy? Welcome to the show. Always there for a Raider Bear. Still waiting on an invoice for that minute. An invoice? What are you talking about? No, man, I'll take care of you. I usually just use PayPal or Zelle. So I'll hit you up in your comments. We'll take care of that. So what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. TNBC Prez in the house. See, that's how I roll. I have presidents on my show. You know what I mean? All right, Scotty, I think the fourth straight sweep over Denver, and we're like an 8-game win streak over them. Yeah, it's been nice, Scotty. It's nice to stomp on a Bronco anytime. The fact that we're getting them a lot now is cool. Anna, I like the emojis. You found the right emojis. Robert Cortez, I wish we were playing next week, hopefully next year. Robert Cortez, welcome to the show. I would say to you, we will be playing there next year because the formula that made that hot second half of the Raiders season go the way it did will be there in place from day one. Let's cross some fingers on this one. Maybe I got help with this one. Okay, there we go. Wait. Whoa. Okay. Fingers crossed we'll get the same start with AP and the players and the staff if Mark makes the second smart decision in this run of decisions he's made. That makes AP the guy. Sometimes you should, sorry, my thing is just all over the place. Sometimes you just have to know what's in front of you. I hope Mark Davis doesn't look at what's in front of him and think it's, insufficient. And by the way, for those of you who want to go on with the John Harbaugh conversation, let's do it. I'm telling you, honestly, I'm not willing to risk my reputation or anything on it because I haven't got enough of enough sources yet telling me what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyway because I think I'm right. Jim Harbaugh is going to go to the Chargers. If you look at the other teams, originally I thought Washington maybe because the Washington Redskins owner, he always pays his coaches big time, and then with him being a new owner, he's going to want to get all these people in place and make this run because he only bought the team last year. So how do we know these things about him? It's very public. If you go on one of Washington's pages, they're going on and on about how the owner's nice and he's smart and he's funny, and he himself verbalized, we would love to have. I don't understand how Jim Harbaugh could hear that and turn them down, because the money will probably be better than he would get anywhere else. Whereas with the Chargers, you have a quarterback already, but you have a defense that's getting a little bit old. Khalil Mack's probably going to be a free agent, probably not going to go back to the Chargers. He's got that other Bosa kid, Joey Bosa. But, we all know about Joey Bosa. He's just, he makes a couple plays, then he gets hurt. Then he plays 2 more games, then he gets hurt. And then he plays 1 more game and he gets hurt, and then he's out for the season. He's a bum. To me, that's a bum. I don't care how good he is when he's on the field. He can't stay on the field. And a part of having great abilities is availability. And his sucks. I wish we were your Anna Diaz. What's up? April 6th and the 7th in Arlington, Texas. Okay, Oso. Let him know, though. Jerry Molina, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. So, see, to me, a Jim Harbaugh guy, I'm giving you what I know from the investigation. See, if I investigate something, I don't listen to these talking, nimrods who say, oh, he's definitely going to the Raiders. He's having relationships and he's having phone calls. Yeah, he's doing that with, a lot of other teams that need a coach. The Atlanta Falcons are going to need a coach. The team I just mentioned, they're going to need a coach. Washington. I don't know. I know there's going to be a couple others. For example, right where I am, the Phoenix Cardinals, they're going to need another coach. But if that coach comes into to Phoenix Cardinals, listen to me, Arizona Cardinals, if the Harbaugh goes to the Arizona Cardinals, then we know he would have a little bit of a situation there, because they believe they already have their quarterback. So if Jim comes in, they're not going to want to draft a quarterback. So that means Jim would have the understanding going into the contract and the job that Kyler, whatever he calls himself, Kyler is his quarterback. And the franchise has already said he ain't going anywhere. So they don't feel like the quarterback they have was the problem. They feel like the coach and the defense being rebuilt is the biggest part of the problem. Devontae Mays, what's up? Welcome to the show. So I see Jim Harbaugh only going to a place where he knows the quarterback is established. And if you narrow it down, it's the Chargers. George Prieto, who do you think is going to be the new head coach of the Raiders? Do you think they're going to go after Hardball? He does have the cash, probably the only one to $20 million. George Prieto, I don't think that Mark Davis is going to go and get a coach. I do think that he's going to sit down on AP, but I also think that owners and their public relations are a real thing. So you can't just go, yep, AP's got the job, we're just going to do it, Raider Nation, even if he does like appease Raider Nation and wants to make sure he gets us the guy that we really want. He's going to make it look like he made us wait by doing a job search and interviewing other black coaches and other white coaches and even a female coach, because, that's coming soon enough. I don't know how many of you realize that, but with the amount of ladies you see in the NBA, it's going to put pressure on the NFL to find more referees that are female, to find a rich female mogul, for example. I mean, yeah, I can honestly say if Taylor Swift wanted to buy the Chiefs, she probably could. And I'm not kidding with you about that. I know a lot of you just see her as this little teeny bop singer, and that is what she is. But the kind of money she's generated, it's just through the roof. Her personal value is, more than some states. So if I were her, I'd just buy one of these football teams and break the ceiling on a woman owner. Why not? And there's no backlash to it. In other words, if I said to Taylor Swift, hey, I'm going to give you some great, business advice, and then you can check out, see if I'm right. How could there be bad business advice in owning a franchise in the NFL that's only ever going to every year make more money? You know what I mean? It's an ATM. You know what I mean with sports. Devontae May says, what's good? On with AP and our defensive coordinator going to the Chargers. That's possible, but the defensive coordinator could just as soon go to Washington. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking maybe our defensive coordinator goes to Washington and Jim Harbaugh goes to the Chargers. and we're going to then stick with AP. I don't see us hiring someone else. Jim, no, you were first for YouTube. Doc Raider, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Much love and respect. Shane Street, that's my guy right there. There he is. Tony, make it dip. Jose Tariquez, what's up, Bear? If Rooney Rule does not apply, then why are they interviewing other people? Does that mean AP is gone? No, I think it's the opposite. I don't think that the Rooney Rule doesn't apply. In other words, even if it's another black candidate against a existing black coach, you still have to do it. Now, I have had other people, Jose, say that same thing to me. Why do they have to do the Rooney Rule if the coach they have is black? Well, because other black coaches still have to be given an opportunity. What if he interviews another black coach that sounds like and is more experienced and better at the job than AP? Then we'd have to say, okay, well, why aren't you hiring that guy? You know what I mean? We realize the fans like AP. We believe in him. We like what he saw. We like the work that he brought from the players, the energy that he put into the players. Now you do that with a new draft and new enthusiasm, probably a brand new offense. No telling what AP could do moving forward, especially the way he inspired the defense the second half of the season there. Matthew Lincoln, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Appreciate the love, Oso Raider. Appreciate the love. Travis Kelly, what's up? Harbaugh or AP? Who's it going to be? AP. But that doesn't mean there can't be a third name. There could be a third name. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot about the offensive coordinator for the Lions, that a lot of people think he's going to be the next hot head coach. It's just, where's he going to go? You know what I mean? I got to feel like the Atlanta Falcons job would probably be pretty good. You know what I mean? If you're an offensive guy, you want to go to a place that probably has a little bit of an offense in place. And that's the one thing Atlanta can do a little bit of. Atlanta can score. They just can't stop anybody. Marcus Atchison, how long do you think Mark Davis will take to make a decision on a coach? Marcus, what's up, man? Well, I mean, I gotta say the whatever I give you, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm speculating. I don't have a date. I haven't heard anything. So I would say somewhere around end of January, somewhere in that range. I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 weeks tops. And he'll probably say something about it, because you got to get him ready to go to the draft and the combines. And then they have some other president's dinners and all these weird things that the head coaches can go about doing to meet the kids and meet their parents. And so I've been asked why. What's the point of that? Well, the point of it is it shows how the kid was brought up. Are his parents obnoxious and rude, or are they extremely intelligent and polite? Are they athletic themselves, where they've really been pushing their child probably, or were they, a lawyer and a mailman whose son made it? If you meet the parents, it can tell you a lot about what their child is like without even interviewing them. Johnny Aragwin. Sorry, Johnny. Butchering your last name there. Let's hear it, R8RBEAR family. Raiders! I think they're very good, because you got to remember, on top of the fact that AP did also have to remember that Mark is paying John Gruden and Josh McDaniels still in bonuses and back payments. And, remember when these guys come on and they say, oh, I got a 10-year deal for $160 million. He doesn't give them all that money up front. It's put into escrows. And then those escrow accounts monthly pay off those two coaches. So if you do it that way, which just about every team in the league does, that means he's got two bankrolls with two different coaches that are no longer hired by us that we're still paying. Does he want to get a third? See, because remember, even if he does or does not fire whoever our next head coach is, our next head coach will be the third head coach on the payroll. Put in foots in you, Marky Mark, okay? Jeez, your dad I no longer say that Al is rolling over in his grave at the stuff he sees his son doing. I'm saying that Al Davis is rolling over in his grave. He's twerking. He's doing jumping jacks. I can't believe my son's such an idiot. No, he can't believe that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know sometimes when I say Mark Davis is a big hairy boob, that's that some of Raider Nation gets mad because I mean I've met Mark Davis and I know a lot of fans who've met Mark Davis, and when they meet him, they instantly like him because even though he may be funny looking and dressed terrible and has a bad sense of humor and bad skin and bad sense of judgment, and I'm going to stop. Do you think Patrick Graham is going to get the head coaching job with the Chokers? No, I think that's where Harbaugh is going to go. And I think that Patrick Graham may go to Washington. Okay. Jesse Parker. By the way, does anyone know I'm on 10 years? This is my 10-year anniversary. January 1st was my 10-year anniversary doing R8RBEAR Live. How about that for some consistency? Okay. Oh, also, we should have a moment of silence for Mr. Squarick, one of our beloved Raiders that passed away. Right on. And yes, this show is the only football show about the Raiders that thinks Cat Williams was spot on. Dude, that video with Shay Shay and Cat Williams is at over 30 million views. Listen to that number again. 30 million. I've seen his posts before. Most of the time, he's lucky if he gets 100,000. You know what I mean? He gets, 900 here and, 800 there and 1,025, stuff like that. This one, 30 mil. I want one of my shows to get 30 mil. Okay. Christopher Strong, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Watching me on YouTube. Hey, baby bear. How you doing?
I actually came in here to grab something.
Okay. You what, yo daddy? I knew it.
Not you, actually.
Ah.
Your addition.
Ah. Appreciate the love. Mark Vargas, bear. So the Josh Jacobs thing is right in the middle of itself. I don't think that Josh is going to re-sign with us. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. Because even if you make AP the new coach, instantly AP now has to look at that roster that he made follow him into a foxhole. But does he believe that they're all still the people to go into that foxhole with him? In other words, does he want to save some of the money he can save on paying Josh Jacobs, keep Zamir White, who's already under contract, for peanuts, and go out and get other positions to fill to make our situation better? For example, I don't mind Zamir White, Amir Abdullah, and Brandon Bolden, the combination that we've been using. I think it's been proven that combination of guys can win us football games. Now, do we have the best running back? In other words, just every game he's going for 100 yards? No, that's not what Zamir White is. But can he do it? Absolutely. Will there be games that he does it? Absolutely. As long as he stays healthy. A guy who has had Achilles tears in both his legs. See, that's a gamble. But then so is Josh Jacobs. Because whenever anyone brings up the topic of, do you sign Josh Jacobs? The first thing Raider fans want to do is tell me, hey, that's Josh Jacobs, buddy. Yeah, I know, but we'll be paying him for the downside of his career now. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I think you should make him a Raider for life. I think because I think Jacobs will play as well or close to it for the rest of his career. But an owner has to look for those moments to say, hey, you know what? I love that kid. He's great. He's been great to the Raiders. But I got to find a way to save some money here and not pay a guy for what he's already done for the team. You know what I mean? And so I just don't think Jacobs is long for being a Raider. Matt Marinovich, what's up? Welcome to the show. Steve Barchant, I see you there. How you doing? Hey, Joey and Salazar. Good evening. All right, Johnny Arrigue's got another one for you. Do you think Bo Nix will be available to the draft? Well, I've been asked the Bo Nix question a lot. Well, my problem is that we pick 11th, but will Bo Nix fall to 11th? I know some of the quarterbacks in the top 5 one or two will fall to the second round. So I'll say that. I don't know if it'll be Knicks, but I'm pretty confident that 2 of the quarterbacks of the 5 that are coming out of the draft are going to, at least one, I think, may make it to the second round. Maybe 2. I'm going to say 1, though, because you know how it gets when the draft starts. Then all the quarterbacks usually go pretty quickly because the owners who need a quarterback, they panic and they don't want to wait for the second round and find out that someone else gets him and you're screwed. I would watch out for Pittsburgh. Although Pittsburgh's got that kid, Kenny Pickett, I don't know if they believe in him. I don't think they believe in him. I think they went with Kenny Pickett, and maybe Kenny Pickett is turning out to me not the man. Travis Kelly, I don't really have a Super Bowl picks yet, but I would say Ravens Niners. But I want to see a little bit more of the playoffs before I say what I want to say. Her defensive coordinator grab is going to interview for the Chargers head coach, likely just a Rooney Rule move. Matt Marinovich, well said. I'm glad I posted your comment because I completely agree with that. I think they're getting the Rooney thing out of the way. Or is it just a coincidence that their first guy they're going to interview is a black guy? You know, I mean, let's just get Rooney out of the way. You know what I mean? And then we can do whatever we want, which they'll hire Jim Harbaugh. Derica Carlina missing the playoffs. I'm clowning on these car fans. Joel Irons, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. The worst part about it, Joel, is that they think that he's going to do something in the playoffs with these Saints. And I'm just like, it's like a con man, you know what I mean? That's so good. He can keep conning people over and over again and then run for president. Okay, no politics. I'm sorry. Stop throwing eggs and potatoes. But yeah, we'll see. Mark Alvarez, the chances of Jim Harbaugh getting hired looks like we already talking to one of his people for the GM job. Mark Alvarez, you're hearing a lot of that. And I don't care. And you've seen me. You've been watching my show for a while. I'll have them, they'll do all these sorts of things. And I'll say, no, it's going to be like this. And then a week goes by and I'm right. But during that week, they do all sorts of things that look like I'm wrong. Well, because they want to do what's called doing your due diligence. Okay, so the Chargers are doing their Rooney Rule, due diligence. The due diligence. You think a guy who's talking for a living would do it better. The raid. No, I don't get a R8RBEAR on that one. But yeah, I think that's all propaganda. I really do, and I think they're interviewing the GM. The Raiders are, so that we can cover Champ when we want to give Champ the job. And so, again, if someone sees a black coach or a black GM in position, and then you see the team interviewing other black candidates, that does not, the Rooney Rule. The way the Rooney Rule works is you give black people who are applying for the job an opportunity. And so you schedule opportunities with African Americans who fit the job. So just because you have one doesn't mean you've done your rights by the Rooney Rule. That doesn't make any sense. So what you do is you start interviewing again, regardless of color. You try to get some people of color. So you're obeying the Rooney Rule, and then you hire, your guy. We beat the Chiefs at home, Travis Kelly. Okay, next time at home on that. Man, did you see that Mark Davis asked some of the super fans to light the torch before the game? That was pretty cool. Jim, you're older than I am, and I mean that in a good way. You're a smart man. Come on now. That's propaganda. That's Mark Davis trying to win the fans back after another season of not doing so good, of a bad coach, and the place looking like we don't know what we're doing. You know what I mean? If you're another franchise on the outside looking in, we look crazy. Fire a second coach, bring in assistants, bring in this coach. He gets one season, fire him halfway through the next season. After he started a rookie, then put the rookie back on the bench, then started Jimmy Brocopolo, porn star Jimmy, then benches porn star Jimmy, puts the kid back in after they fire the coach. Calamity, cluster, schmuck. You know what I mean? Come on. And so he's just trying to save face, in my opinion. They just hired the GM from the Golden State Warriors. Mark Ballmer, that would work. I love that guy. He wanted to get away because he didn't want to break up the trio of Clay and Steph and Draymond, which worries me because that means that the owner wants to. He wanted his GM to do it. And then that GM said, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go somewhere else and do my job somewhere else. So a lot of people don't know that. But if you're a Warriors fan, you better be getting real ready, because I'm a huge Warriors fan. But, you got to get ready. They're going to disband that trio. It's going to happen. They're never going to let go of Steph, because you can't let go of Steph. But Clay and Draymond, adios. And probably Draymond second, because Draymond, you see how the Warriors are playing good basketball, but they're losing to teams that they shouldn't. And every once in a while, they're playing up to a team that's really good, and then, playing well, and then getting blown out the other night by the Raptors. And I don't know. I think that has a lot to do with Dre not being in there to run the offense. Steven Bobo, what's up, though? Welcome to the show. Joey, how about that? Oh, nice profile picture. How about that end of the season? All greats showing up in support of AP. This should put the nail in the coffin, Raider football. Yeah, I think they should do it. I think we should get back to Raider football. Cincinnati Bagel. Thank you for the laugh, Tony. 2024 opponents set. Away at Cincinnati, Ravens, NOLA, Tampa, Miami, home and Steelers, Jags, Panthers, Falcons, Browns, KC, Chargers. Okay. Do you think they're going to have the same problem at the Chargers because they got Herbert? No, Herbert wasn't the problem. Their coach was. He was more of a defensive and analytics guru. And I don't know how many of you remember, but I told you right when the Chargers hired him, I was like, not going nowhere. And he went somewhere. He went home. He got fired to say, go there and stay there. Let's see. The last game in Vegas felt different. We were so loud. And at the end, we all started screaming AAP when he was walking out of the stadium. Right on, Oso. That sounds like that was dope. Didn't we sign a few people off the practice squad today? I do believe so, but I do not have them as of showtime. Yeah, Taylor Swift definitely has the cash. That's dope, homie. I wanted to be there so bad. Yeah, right? It sounds like it was great. I went live during halftime with Bone Thugs. Oh, look at you, Oso. George Prieto. Okay, I think Champ is like, he's in the office. He's working more directly with Mark Davis, whereas the head coach is more about the players in the team. Not that the players in the team don't see Mark Davis, but at the same time, it's much more readily available for Champ Kelly to get in and out of the office of Mark Davis and get stuff done. So if AP doesn't get the job, Adams is going to the Jets. Jacobs gone and Max won't be happy camper. Mark Alvarez, that's kind of the thing. He has to think of the future too. So if Mark Davis is thinking, I'm not going to keep AP, then he knows he's going to lose Devontae Adams, maybe even Max Crosby, because Max wants to be a Raider for life. There's just no doubt about it. But at the same time, business is business, and if they're going to keep putting him in situations where he has to overachieve instead of just his usual overachieve to win games and be a great player, that's just not. It's just that wouldn't be right to him. Raider Bear, Val's going to yell at me for this, but I think women would make good coaches. They're used to telling men what to do. Doc Raider, stop.